Hi guys, so today I wanted to come on here and make a video. So I've recently decided something for myself in my life, and so with having an invisible disability, when you're around normal people, you feel like you can't be yourself because you feel like you're going to be judged, and a lot of the times people expect a lot from you because you look normal, and I've recently realized that this takes a huge toll on me, and it's just exhausting. And I've had to do it the past few years because I had boyfriend after boyfriend, and I felt like I had to I couldn't be myself, and I had to impress all the time, and I just came to the decision that I didn't want to do that anymore. I just want to be myself and my child at heart self, even if I'm going to be judged, because it's making me a lot more stressed and anxious, and it tires me out so much. I don't know if any of you can relate to that. So yeah, I want to share with you a few verses and stuff that kind of goes along with being yourself, what God says about being yourself in the Bible, and I hope you guys like it. So sometimes do you feel like you can't exactly be yourself with your invisible disability because people might judge you, or because of things that you want to talk about? For example, if I'm gonna be real and honest today, which I am, I love cartoons, and I love kid stuff because I'm a child at heart. I'm a kid at heart. And for example, I love sweaters like these, with cartoons and stuff on it. And sometimes I feel like I can't always wear them, even though I want to, because I feel like I'm going to be judged harshly, because this world is judgmental, and it sucks. And I just wonder if there's anyone out there that's that's me. So I'm going to share with you a verse, and so this is Ephesians 4 verse 22 through 24. You were taught with regard to your former way of life to put off your old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires, and to be renewed in the spirits of your minds, to put on the new self, created to put on the new self, created after the likeness of God, true in righteousness and holiness. So I'm going to put on some concealer. We're gonna put on our new self, and take off old self, because that's what God has called us to do. putting off our former way of life, of pleasing other people, and not being ourselves in front of other people because of the fear of being judged harshly. Because if we're not ourselves, it makes us full of anxiety, and we don't want that. So the next verse is, I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139, verse 14. So let's put that verse on. Knowing that, here, let's put some foundation on. Knowing that we are fearfully and wonderfully made in God's perfect image, that should take off the fear of trying to impress others and the fear of being judged. Because I don't know about you, I don't want to live the rest of my life like that. Even if I do start being more of my childlike self and taking the things I want with me, like fidgets and wearing the things that I want to wear and talking about the things I want to talk about that I'm actually interested in, that would just like feel so good, you know. So the next verse is Romans 12 through 2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what the will of God is, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Put a little mascara on. So that's kind of a hard one because we live in this world and it's so easy to be pulled in to living like wanting to live like everybody else, because like society says to live this way while Christianity says to live a different way. And that's kind of, I feel like, the devil's like, what do you call it, like playground or whatever, because he can get us so tempted into the things of this world, wanting to be like everybody else, when God doesn't call us to do that. Put one more appliance on you. There you go, looking beautiful.